A United Nations maritime court says Russia must immediately free Ukrainian sailors it's been holding for months and release their vessels. Last November, Russia fired on and seized 3 Ukrainian ships off the Crimean Peninsula. It has prompted Ukraine to appeal to the UN's International Tribunal for the Law of the Sea. Russia didn't immediately say how it was going to respond to today's ruling. The confrontation marked a major escalation of tensions between the two countries in the conflict over Russia's 2014 annexation of Crimea.
A Russian Coast Guard boat last November as it prepares to ram a Ukrainian naval vessel. A captain can be heard shouting at his crew to stay the course. But the confrontation didn't stop there. Russia called in fighter jets and helicopters, and shots were fired, wounding some of the Ukrainian sailors. The ships were impounded and the sailors arrested. Now, 6 months on, Russia is still holding both the ships and the 24 crew members. Both sides blame each other for the confrontation. Moscow says the sailors crossed illegally into its territorial waters with weapons on board and ignored repeated warnings to turn back. The men are set to go on trial and could face up to 6 years in prison. Ukraine maintains its ships were in international waters. The incident occurred in the narrow Kerch Strait between Russia and Crimea. At the heart of the dispute is Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014, which most of the world views as illegal. Ever since then, tensions in this region have been high. Under a bilateral treaty before the annexation, both countries agreed to share these territorial waters. But Russia says the agreement doesn't apply to military vessels. Ukraine disputes that and is demanding the immediate return of its ships and sailors.